The I've talked to you guys about this system before that we've introduced. We do most of our DVC under this, and I do some of my electronics work under it as well. So instead of showing in front of a class this small circuit board, I can just chuck it under here, and you can go a little bit closer. And like I say, I record the lesson, so if a kid's sick or a kid didn't understand, you can go and look at the video again and have a little bit of better understanding. Some kids find it easier to pause the video and rewind it a little bit than to interrupt us. And those are the kids that I really want to reach through making these videos. And even if you want to discuss something, I made these, my kids have got trouble writing next to the designs what the idea is. So I try to get their sentence starters. So they'll probably just go, when I added pattern to my design, I noticed that it looks more interesting, or people understand the design a bit better. So this just gives those kids a starting point. And once they've got that starting point, they can start writing. Because I'm pretty sure if I put something in front of anybody and say, write about this, we will have that barrier. So giving them this, and it's got two areas, the aesthetics and the function. So I know that their notes will be kind of what I want them to look at. And this gives them that confidence. It gives them just that starting point. Then I've got the 3D printer here as well. My year 10s I'm giving them this normal garden light that you buy from the warehouse for about $2. And then they have to redesign basically just this bit. I'll just go. So this plastic bit, the lamp shade side, they redesigned that. And they came up with pretty cool designs. And we printed this on the 3D printer. The reason why it's white is we do it just as a prototype. For instance, this student had a really cool idea, but he didn't make it strong enough. So he learned through that. And then when he redesigned this, he can make that maybe 2 mils instead of 1 mil. So if you, in technology and in DVC, in the design process, if something doesn't go right, that's the points that we really want to see. It's about looking at what didn't work and then making changes to make it work. So he redesigned this and printed a new one that had thicker bits on this. And you won't know this until you've made it. Now, I've printed these school crests on it just to show you guys. And we've got 2 printers. This is our smaller one. This takes about 12 minutes, but if you go complex stuff like this, might take about 4 or 5 hours. But once you set up the printer, you can walk away, you can unplug your computer, and it does its thing on its own. It prints it really cool at the end. I went to field days and the Waikato engineering department were Waikato University, and they were printing asparagus because they made this machine to pick asparagus. And the lady said, "Oh, do you want the code? You can print asparagus." I said, "No, my year 10's okay, we're designing lamps." And she was quite surprised that we do that. So I like to shock people a little bit sometimes if I show them what we're doing. The program that they use to draw this is SolidWorks as well, which most engineering companies use as well. So at my year 11s will at least have a knowledge of all these things and prototyping when they walk out of the class. And then one last thing that I want to talk about is, as I record videos, I'm putting them on pen drives as well. And my idea is, if all the classes one day have a TV in them, we can, for a relief lesson, you can put a video on a pen drive, and the reliever can just put that in, and you can have a relief lesson like that instead of having paper that the kids just throw everywhere and it ends up on the floor and outside the class and all that. So maybe.
Still doing on camera,
yeah. No, don't do it. No. No, and that's my idea. I'm going to trial this. Not that I'm taking a lot of days off. I think in the last 18 years I've been off about 12 days. So, but if somebody, I've heard a lot of people say that they're sick but they're here because they don't know how to set the relief. And this will be a cool way, maybe if later all the classes have TVs, because on your TV you can just plug the USB port in and you just go to the settings and click on USB, and it will play the video in a loop the whole time. I've done it with some processes for my year 9s where I had to make a mortise and tenon joint. So I just keep on playing the video, me showing them how to make it. And they can, if they forget, they can just have a look at that again as well. It's also very good for your kids that were sick. And I've got a girl in my class at the moment that are not a lot at school, but she still wants to do the work. So she just watched the lessons that I recorded at home and work a little bit on that. That's basically what I wanted to say. I don't want to talk too much. You guys have got a busy day. Is there any questions?
Does it come with Google Translator, George?
Oh,